His ass is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Holy hell! Wasted world of sports, ahoy! Welcome along. What you heard in the background, I don't know what that was. What was that, Michelle?
Apologies, that was Wolf barking at something outside.
Okay. All right. I completely misheard that. I thought that Michelle just randomly appeared and was like, balls! But apparently you were just screaming, boof. There we go. Okay. I was warned not to make you laugh, because you would cough and then immediately.
We're 2 minutes into it.
Not even 2 minutes into it. Vobsy, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing?
Hello, Vobsy.
Can't help but notice, Vobsy, that your channel membership has run out. Naughty, naughty.
just pop that in there, Dan.
Just casually noticing that immediately. Valentine Holmes looks like he's on the coke. But just quietly, if anyone saw Val Holmes there, if anyone saw Val Holmes there in the sheds, oh, who's your caddy? Ahoy, mate. Can't help but notice that you do still have a membership badge. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, you can turn my camera on if you so desire.
Yeah, no, that's up to you. You're the one that switched it off in the first place.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, turn it back on then. You turned it off.
No, not me. Trying to blame me for this.
Sorry.
Bollocks. So, anyways, we've got our first conversation piece because I couldn't help but notice that in the chat, I've suggested to... Oh, Vobsy. I feel bad now, Vobsy, because I wasn't...
No, you don't. You said that. You wanted him to
I do feel bad. No, I do feel bad. Because I wasn't... We should know by now that was not me taking the piss. I was just having a laugh and... Anyways, thank you, Vobsy.
I was going to be less pixelated because of I'm running my laptop not on Wi-Fi. I've got it plugged into the modem, but it doesn't seem to be quite awesome. I don't move too much; it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's all good. And when we move over to the actual game screen, it'll be the camera will be smaller. So yeah,
Apologies this is just for coughing and sounding like I've got the flu because I have had the flu.
Sorry, Vobsy. Vobsy, I'm going to return you that $1.50 for joining. I honestly, I was not... I was just having a laugh. I really wasn't expecting to see that pop up. But thank you, Vobsy. I'll drink to that. Unbelievable. So anyways, we've got our first talking point because I have suggested in the chat room before the stream kicked off, or whilst it was counting down, Mr. Ed's dead, our Americana friend. He loves to support the underdog, and I've suggested to him, need to support the Kiwis tonight, mate. Support the underdog. And you've come bursting into the chat, underdog. Are you seriously suggesting that Australia in Rugby League are not the raging hot favourites for this game? Raging hot favourites.
Raging hot favourites. Are they under strength?
No, both. Well, Australia are actually a little under strength with the team they've picked, but. But I mean, are you honestly? We're not talking about under strength. We're talking about underdog. Are you seriously suggesting Australia are not the favourites for this game by a clear margin? Seriously?
I'm honestly. The last 2 weeks for me have been the biggest blur.
You're not answering my question.
I don't even know what's going on with this championship. Who's winning? I don't even know.
Well, New Zealand are on top of the New Zealand are on top of the table at the moment because they beat Samoa by more than Australia beat Samoa.
Well, there you go. We're the underdogs. We're not top of the table.
Good
There you go. That's why. That's my reasoning.
This would be like Honestly, it would be like suggesting in any game of rugby union, the All Blacks are second favourites to the Wallabies.
Well, All Blacks didn't make the rugby union. Oh, did they? Who are they playing? Who's playing tomorrow?
My God in heaven. Okay, Michelle is officially on a different planet. She is not of this world, people. Oh, she was so confident at the start of that, but then 2 words in was like, oh, hang on, I better back this up a little bit. The All Blacks are playing. The All Blacks are playing South Africa in the Rugby World Cup final tomorrow morning. All the action here on the Wasted World of Sports, and apparently
weren't France hot favourites to win that?
France or Ireland, I would have had as the favourites to win, and they both got knocked out.
Well, bully for them.
All Blacks knocked out Ireland. The Springboks knocked out France.
I saw England got the moral victory over Argentina.
Well, they won third place, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. They got moral victory.
I thought moral victory was like you lose, but you feel like you've won. Like England,
they've lost the World Cup.
Like England in the entire Cricket World Cup.
Like they've won. Hopeless.
Dan Jam, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing, Dan Jam? Speaking of England, Dan Jam, we were just discussing England winning the third place final. It was interesting. I woke up this morning to cover all the action here on the Wasted World of Sports. Bright and early at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was up. I got up, the alarm woke me up, I came out to the computer, and then I went, you know what? Bollocks it. I'm going back to bed. And then, yes, of course, it was an entertaining game. Once again, it went down to the wire. Only a few points in it. Another quality game. This Rugby Union World Cup, if I can just distract for a very, very brief moment to say, this has probably been one of the best Rugby World Cups that I've ever witnessed. And I've seen all of them from 1995 onwards. I wasn't interested in 91.
Can you get a bet on this game? I can't find it on Sportsbet.
Yes, I did have a bet on this game. As we jump over to the gameplay screen. That's a great segue to move over to the gameplay screen. Oh my God. Oh no, that's all right. All right, so I've gone.
We are under strength. Mr. Grand Final Hero is not playing.
Oh, but you've got Cherry Evans, who always steps up at this level. Why is that funny?
We're at full strength because we've got Tally Cherry.
Cherry Evans has never let you guys down, ever. Shack of Heart says, it's ironic, league, excellence in provincial, mediocre internationals. Well, hopefully, although you probably, I don't know, you probably don't want the Kiwis to, dare I say it this way, blow their load a little too early and win this game. You probably want the Kiwis to run Australia close this week, but then win the final. That's what you would want if you're supporting New Zealand.
I just put an anytime try scorer on. Katoni Staggs, Teddy, and Joey Manu.
Joey Manu, who played 3/4, I'm exaggerating, but he played 3/4 of the game without a shirt last week.
What?
He had his
find a replay on this.
He had his shirt ripped off in a tackle and then just didn't put a new one on for like 15 minutes. It was hilarious.
It's like one of those AFL guys. He did that too. He got the shits with it because it was all wrapped around him. He was trying to, the haka's on. We should be.
It is indeed. Vopsy says, no pain in the Haas, Tino, or Selwyn Droppo. Well, Selwyn Cobbo's no loss.
Quite a bit with this pack, impact, whatever it's called. I mean, it's very cool.
Selwyn Cobbo is honestly no loss. But yeah, Payne Haas is a big out. Tino's a big out.
I need to find this shirtless Manu.
They've stayed on their own side of halfway this week. I can't help but wonder if the NRL has kind of stepped in and had words with them. Last week against Samoa, Michelle, I'm not sure if you saw it, but New Zealand
They're creeping.
Yeah, but they went face to face. They actually went nose to nose. They were almost kissing. I think there were words had, and they were told, stay on your own side of halfway. And now neither team refusing to blink. No one wants to be the first to break away. We've seen this before. This could go on for a while until the referee steps in and says, come on, boys. Nobody wants to blink first, especially that guy. That's Lindsay Collins, I think. So, plays, ahoy.
That was James Fisher Harris. Get him, Teddy. There's Lindsay Collins.
Okay, we are definitely on different timestamps. Because when you said there's Lindsay Collins, it was a very drugged out looking Selwyn Cobbo. Here we go. Now they're marching face to face. Nico Hines is having a good laugh because that is his Cronulla Sharks teammate on the opposing side. Cameron Murray is staring directly into the moustache of Big Nelson.
Look at him go. Oh, give it to him. Headbutt him. Headbutt Nico. He's giving him a big grin.
Cronulla teammates, so he was loving it. That was Nico Hines versus Ronaldo Mulatalo. Cronulla Sharks teammates going face to face, quite literally. They've probably been
and see if I can get on.
Let's figure out exactly where you are first and foremost, I suppose.
They literally just broke. I can see Ben Hunt now.
Oh, okay, yeah, oh, jeez, I'm very sorry. Ben Hunt. Poor Ben Hunt. I feel sorry for that guy. He's only known for one thing, isn't he? Despite.
He's known for two.
What's the second?
Well, he did lead Queensland to an Origin victory.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say,
broken my heart twice.
I was going to say, despite his Origin heroics, he'll always be remembered for that moment, won't he? But there you go. You've obviously got it stored in your memory banks of breaking New South Wales hearts.
As well as my Bronco heart. So he's stuffed me twice. Crazy.
Bobsy says Lindsay Collins doesn't blink due to what he does in his spare time with avocados.
I'm not sure I want to know where that's going, but okay.
I really want to know where that's headed. Shack of Heart says, also, I don't know what you people are talking about. I saw Selwyn Cobbo. That's what I said too, Shack of Hearts.
Yeah, I know. I'm quite far behind. I assumed that I would be on the same wavelength, but I never. And then if I go to Channel 9, I'll be like 10 minutes in front. I'll just go watch the cricket. Oh dear.
Keep us updated on what's happening in the cricket.
I will. I'll do it around the grounds in a little bit. You know I'm good for that. Alright, I'm just going to flick my camera off for a second.
By the way, Australia scored about 700 in the cricket against New Zealand.
We only got 400. No, we didn't even get 400. We got 399.
Painfully close to the 400 mark. This game is ready to get underway, though. New Zealand, Australia. Both teams are already into the final. So this has got a little bit of a feel of, remember in the NRL season proper, you had Melbourne Storm versus the Brisbane Broncos as this game gets underway. But then, and it's gone out on the full from the kickoff, and Pinhead Evans watches it go over the dead ball line, and that is a disastrous start for the Kiwis. A penalty on halfway. Who was that? Jermaine Osako, probably his worst play of the entire season. Puts it over the dead ball line. And that is a terrible, terrible start for New Zealand. Cherry Evans will find touch. About 30 out from the Kiwis line. 20 out even. It was even further than I realised. The scoreboard's not updating for the love of God. And now Australia will have the first opportunity here. Trebojevic takes it 20 out. Isaiah Yeo feeds it on. Thomas Flegler. One play, and he hasn't given a penalty away. That's got to be a record. Yeo takes it to the line. Out the back to Cherry Evans. Great shape here. Tedesco feeds it on to Staggs. And Staggs has the ball ripped away. And New Zealand, with their defence, survive. Although we might have a penalty here. We do. It comes back for a knock-on against New Zealand. The strip was called fair, but a knock-on is called. What a frantic start.
I'm only about 15 seconds behind now.
Only?
Quite get it. Yeah, I couldn't quite get it to match up. I don't know. All good. All good.
Vopsy is asking, why? Wait, I'm going for Australia. Why am I mad? And Shack of Heart says, maybe because you wanted a fair contest, Vopsy. I don't know. The hammer from the scrum.
He's mad in general, Vopsy.
He's mad. Oh. He's mad because he's down $1.50 by me forcing him into joining the channel membership. Benny Hunt feeds it out to Isaiah Yeo. The crash ball still going, the Penrith captain. He's so close to the line. Oh, big lurch. He nearly got over. On the bounce, the pass. What's happened here? The play, the ball was sloppy. After all that hard work. And New Zealand, they hold on. All right. What a frantic... oh, that's a terrible play, the ball. Isaiah Yeo, I'm glad he didn't do that in the grand final. The only team that dropped the ball in the grand final were the Broncos.
They didn't drop the ball. They dropped the grand final. They dropped the trophy. And no, I wasn't going to Penrith to get a photo with the trophy for your dad.
Well, I'm just suggesting, like, the Panthers made 0 handling errors in that entire grand final. It is actually ridiculous that they only won by the slim margin they won by. Honestly, look at the stats. 0 mistakes from the Panthers. It was crazy. Kirsty Bark, ahoy! Kanye Ketchup, ahoy! Who are we going for, chat room? Who have we got?
Kanye Ketchup. That's amazing. Shut up, Vopsy.
Vopsy says, up the Broncos 2023 premiers. Never mind. I'm also very curious to see when the 2024 draw gets released. I'm so curious to see how many Queensland games they get next year.
The same.
I corrected myself immediately. This year.
Yeah.
We know how many they got this year. Can't believe they didn't win the premiership, the amount of games they had at home this year.
All right, calm down. It's over. Move on. Where is this game? Is this at Amy Park?
Where is this game? Captain Redbeard, Andrew O'Grady, our good friend, he's there at this game. So it must be...
Is he?
It must be up North Queensland. If he's there, unless he's, like, flown specifically for it.
People do that.
Oh, well, yeah, they do that. It's in Amy Park, Melbourne. There you go. Okay, Captain Redbeard's in Melbourne.
I just said that.
I know, I was reinforcing your point.
Ah.
Fifth and last, Cherry Evans kicks it. Taken on the full at the back.
Oh.
Shack of Heart says New Zealand. We're going for New Zealand because, let's be honest, very few people are emotionally invested in this game. I can't speak for that.
Oh. Whoops.
I mean, obviously the big moment for New Zealand will be tomorrow morning. Rugby World Cup final.
I just googled Joey Manu shirtless, except I misspelled and I wrote shortless.
Oh well, either way.
God, it only came up with the shirtless.
Either way is fine. Kick on the fifth and last here. Dylan Brown puts it up. Pressure at the back on Teddy. He takes it well though. Kanye Ketchup says, do I get the 4:46 a.m. train into the CBD to watch the Union World Cup? Stay home and watch it here on the Waste of Water Sports. That's what I say. Ruben Cotter, almost into space.
Oh, what else has been happening other than Joey Manu shirtless?
Michelle, Bobsy says, Michelle, that's going to look great in the search history.
Whoops. Yeah. So what's happened else in these championships? What else have I missed? I feel like I have been on
nothing
for the last 2
nothing
weeks.
at all.
It's been insane.
Absolutely nothing at all. Samoa have been incredibly disappointing. I think that's fair to say. We really did expect Samoa to bring the fight a little bit more than they have. I mean, they got spanked by Australia and New Zealand. And
isn't half Penrith playing for Samoa?
Well, yeah, half Australia, New Zealand, Samoa. It's pretty much between the three teams. The entire Penrith squad is involved in some capacity. It's insane, really.
Ugh.
The number of internationals that they have. Fifth and last here for the Kiwis. Someone's lost their boot. The kick is away. Jerome Hughes is wearing headgear this week, and he's put it out on the full. Jerome Hughes was not wearing headgear last weekend. I was so confused because I'm just so used to him. I'm so used to him wearing headgear, and I could not process the fact that Jerome Hughes was out there with no headgear on against Samoa. And every time he got the ball, I had no goddamn idea it was him. It was the most bizarre thing. I'm just so used to that headgear. It'd be like seeing Thurston without headgear in his playing days. It's just not normal.
Well, he did start his playing days without headgear, didn't he, old Thurston?
Don't know. I wasn't watching at that point. That's what people always remind me of, because whenever I make the joke about the Cowboys being gifted that run through to the premiership, and I say, got to get Thurston a premiership ring, and people are always quick to jump in and say, he's already got one with the Bulldogs. I'm like, well, I didn't know. Oh, kick through, and Valentine Holmes, white line fever. He loves these white lines, does Valentine Holmes, and he scores the first try in this game.
See my multi?
He's not in my multi. I've got the hammer.
I know I've got Teddy.
Teddy Tedesco. Unbelievable. Tedesco does not have glue on his hands tonight, and he's put the kick through perfectly weighted. And it pops up.
Already?
Valentine Holmes. Has he put it down properly?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the conversion. I was like, oh, you're up to the conversion already?
No, I don't think there's any plausible way James Tedesco will be taking the conversions. Just quietly.
And Tony Staggs.
Val Holmes, I would have thought. So there it is, out the back to Tedesco, puts the grubber kick through, and it sits up perfectly for Val Holmes. He loves these white lines, Val. And he's got another one.
I was going to say something, I can't remember now. Oh.
Vopsy says Teddy is secretly the greatest kicker, by the way.
He's the best.
So there we are, 4 points to nil. Try was confirmed at some point. Apparently, I didn't see when that happened.
Yeah, there we go. It was confirmed. He got it down. They just showed a really good view of it on, my delayed stream. Oh.
4 points to nil. Kick to come. Shack of Heart says, wait. That's the first time I've ever heard someone use white line fever in a good way. It's always a good way. What are you talking about? I mean, drugs are bad, okay?
And drink responsibly.
Oh, I see what he means. I thought he was talking about cocaine, but he's actually talking about... Okay, I'm making this worse for myself. I'm going to shut up.
Stop talking.
I'm going to stop talking right now. He's talking about white line fever being used in a way of like, oh, he had white line fever, as in bollocksing a try, rather than, yeah. No, never mind. 6 points to 0 it is. Conversion successful. I'm going to prison.
I thought he was having a gag eye moment. That's, Anyway,
and
has anyone had tried one of these bad boys? Brookie Union vodka red pub soda. Do you remember going to the pub with your folks as a kid and having a pink lemonade? That's what these bad boys taste like. Yeah. Deadly.
Reuben Cotter looks like he belongs in The Simpsons with Cletus's family. Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel.
Yes.
Reuben Cotter. Someone needs to Simpsonize Reuben Cotter and put him in there with Cletus. I'll get the AI onto that. Put it on a t-shirt. Joey Manu is there with the intercept. He's got his shirt on this week.
Damn.
Much to the dismay of everybody. It was very hard to commentate last week when you've got a shirtless Joey Manu running around, for God's sake. Fisher Harris with the...
AFL. The shirts rip so easily. I was like, how is that a thing?
Now great shape here for the Kiwis. Manu has the ball in one hand, looking for the offload. What about his shorts? Are they on, Michelle? Are they on?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Running across the face of the defence here, foreign. They release it out to the left here, the Kiwis, but Australia, their sliding defence shuts them down. Fifth and last, 22 out. What can they come up? It's the fifth. Pass it, idiot. They do. Dylan Brown with the crossfield kick, and it's too deep, and it's taken under no pressure at the back there by Cameron Munster. He taps, he goes quickly, he double pumps, and then gets crushed in a tackle. Manages to hold his feet, though. For such a, like, he is Cameron Munster looks like a tiny dude. For some reason, though, he seems hard to get down. I don't quite... Alfie Langer was the same, and now Alfie Langer was a little dude, but he was hard to put down. Cameron Munster is in that same vein. I mean, I think Cameron Munster, to be fair, is twice the size of Alfie. But, yeah, hard man to put down, it seems. 6 again here for Australia. Flegler still hasn't given away a penalty all game. I can't believe it. Munster, dummies, goes on his own. He's wrapped up. Taken down, 20 out. A dominant three-man tackle. To the left they go. Tedesco, dummies, goes on his own. Nowhere to go there. The Kiwis defence holding firm. Ben Hunt, change of direction. Trebojevic, 10 out on tackle 4. Munster to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans cuts back inside. Goes on his own. Nothing doing there. Fifth and last. I don't know what he's appealing for. It was his own stupid fault that he made that play. Kick into the end goal. It's taken by Jerome Hughes. He could have let it go, and I think he knows it, Jerome. He's very frustrated with himself. He probably could have let that go. That ball was going 50 rows back over the dead ball line, but he made a play at it. Very heavy kick. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. So what do we think Cherry Evans was appealing for there? Short dropout. Oh, ridiculousness. Short dropout. And tap backwards, and Staggs comes down with it, and then he is absolutely crushed by Dylan Brown.
Daly Cherry Evans, what was he appealing?
Yeah, what was he appealing for?
His hair.
Hunt from dummy half. And now the ball spills forward. Great defense from the Kiwis. Flegler's been put on his backside. He still hasn't given away a penalty.
Grounds, if anyone cares.
Not really,
the other trans Tasman test. Patrick Cummins looks a little bit upset. And New Zealand are 43 for no wickets.
After?
4.4 overs.
Okay, all right. They're going all right.
4.4 overs.
They're off to a decent start.
They're off to a decent start. We had a run rate of, we were almost
12, yeah? Or 13.
Yeah, it was almost 12
to start with.
at
yeah.
one point there. When
So starting at 10 is not bad.
Warner and Head were smashing it all over the park. But Conway 26. I don't have my glasses on. 26 on 14. So hopefully we get a wicket soon. Oh, Erasmus. He's my favourite in the cricket. Erasmus. Umpire.
Oh.
It looks like my granddad.
South African umpire.
Reyes Erasmus. So, yeah. Oh, I met a South African today who's going for the All Blacks tomorrow.
Wow, okay. Why?
He lived there a long time.
Okay, fair enough.
Excuse me.
Oh, this kick is overcooked. Cameron Munster puts it too deep.
My mum tried to reason with me that that's why I should go for Queensland, and I laughed at her and walked away. Ugh.
7 tackle set here for New Zealand. This is their chance to get themselves back into the game, momentum-wise. It's all been played down their end of the field. Force of habit. Munster gives them that chance.
Force of habit. Did you get them confused?
Yeah, it's like that episode of The Simpsons where when Lisa went vegan, and those damn vegans. When Lisa went vegan and destroyed Homer's barbecue and stole the pig, and Marge is like, Bart, no, and Bart's standing right next to her going, what did I do? And she's like, sorry, force of habit. Lisa, no. Anyway, good times.
Vegan, I thought she just went vegetarian. Is that the one where she sees lamb chops?
I don't know. She steals the pig from the barbecue anyway. She doesn't want anyone to have the pig on the spit. Oh, Fisher Harris now close. So close to the line. Big goal line defense from Jake Trebojevic. Oh, that's why you have Jakey in the team. Solid defender all round. Tackle 4 here, New Zealand. They're 5 out. They stay on the short side. Jerome Hughes puts the kick through for himself, but it pops up, and this will be a try for Britain Nakora, and that is 1 tick off my multi.
Is that in my multi?
That is a tick off the multi. Nakora scores for the Kiwis. 1 down.
Oh.
Asako and the hammer to go.
I need Teddy. We need a big scoring game because I need 3 as well.
And Jerome Hughes with the try assist. That was all him. Falling Ben Hunt. And he was also taken out. It should have been a penalty. Oh, this is not the All Blacks, Ed. Sorry, this is a different game. This is just New Zealand Rugby League, the Kiwis. The All Blacks are on tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're Michelle, we're schooling Mr. Ed on the intricacies and in the differences between the two codes, Rugby League and Rugby Union.
Oh, can you school me too? Because I've got no idea.
Okay, we're schooling Michelle as well. Mr. Edstead says, I know, just could cheer for Kiwis. People might just get confused. People might get confused, Mr. Edstead is all. The All Blacks are not associated with this team at all. Shakavat says, also, I think I saw one of the worst attempted tackles I've ever seen by Cameron Murray on Jerome Hughes. It was, he pretty much just flung his leg out, didn't he? Jermaine Asako from right in front. levels the scores. We are at 6 points all here. Australia, New Zealand, 6 points all. It's game on. It's multi on as well. My God. I'm due for a multi, for Christ's sake.
I'm overdue for one. The last one was sofa. What was that, last March?
Wow. Talakai.
Right.
The last time I remember Talakai.
Year.
Yeah, the last time I remember Talakai doing any good would have been about March this year.
No, last year. And then it got last Origin and it went downhill from there.
It all went downhill from there, didn't it? Yeah, funny that.
Yep.
It's amazing.
He's the best try scorer for shits and gigs.
I don't understand. Oh, God, I don't understand. Anyway, let's not turn this into Origin conversation, but I don't know how he got picked for Origin.
Yeah, a little bit of claret there on old mate number 12. Is Sean Johnson playing? He's not. Is he?
No.
He's injured, isn't he?
Well, he wouldn't get picked over Jerome Hughes anyway.
Should.
I don't understand why.
He's much better than Jerome Hughes. But anyway, we won't go down that road. Is Jerome Luai playing, or is he gone to get
he's
surgery?
injured. He had his surgery, so he was not available.
Okay. See, I haven't caught up with anything post grand final. Still crying into my vodka red pub soda.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh God.
Console yourself with the fact they shouldn't have even been in that position in the first place.
Yeah, okay. That makes me feel better.
Well, I mean, 72 home games in a season.
2023 is over. We're looking forward to next year.
Yes, and I can't wait to see how many home games they get next year.
And, actually, speaking of next year, do you know what started a couple of days ago? The NBA.
Ah.
So, I'm very happy about that.
Fifth and last high ball by Ben Hunt. Pressure on this kick. It's taken and spilled backwards. It's still on here. The Hammer's got it. Pops it over. And don't tell me Lindsay Collins is going to score an international try. He stole a try at Origin. He's stolen a try now at test level. Lindsay Collins. You can't stop the man. Try assist for the Hammer. Vobsy says, that's my goat. Dylan Edwards there. Winning the race. Well, winning the jump. It's not really a race. He won the jump to the high ball. It falls kindly for the Hammer, and the offload. Sublime. Tabuai Ferdo. Shack of Heart says, what a pass from the Hammer. And it was. Look at this.
Cheering.
Basketball style.
Cheering before he fell over. Hammer. He was cheering as he fell over. He knew that was in.
10 points to 6. Kick to come. Lindsay Collins looks like a man who's been through a lot.
Basketball style. It was a nice pass.
Dylan Edwards there, winning the jump to the ball over Jermaine Sacco.
Not hard, really.
Not hard, Jermaine Sacco.
I really don't think that's hard. He's a bit useless under the high ball, old Jermaine Sacco. Like, you might have.
He used to be at the Broncos, right? Jermaine Sacco.
Yeah, and he's bloody useless under the high ball.
You understand that he was pretty much the Dolphins Player of the Year this season, and he's been in career best form.
Like everyone expected them to be as a Wayne Bennett team.
Who expected them to be in the 8? I had them finishing 10th.
We didn't do our top 8 at the start of the season. We forgot.
Oh, we talked. we talked about it during streams, but we never actually pieced it together to make an actual video. But I had the Dolphins finishing 10th. Nobody had the Dolphins in the top 8. Nobody.
Just because you didn't have them in the top 8 doesn't mean no one else.
Okay, well, I watched Fox Sports every week throughout the course of the season to get news stories and things to talk about.
There are other commentators other than Fox Sports.
Nobody had the Dolphins in the top 8. Most people had them winning the wooden spoon.
Which, by the way, speaking of other commentators other than Fox Sports, I met Ruan Sims in Sydney 4 weeks ago.
Oh, yes, you
And
did. I did not know that she was a
she'd
commentator,
heard
though. I
of
thought she
Wasted
played.
World of Sports. She commentates on 9.
Ah, well, there you go. That's why I have no idea, because I never watched 9.
Yeah. Exactly. Legend of the game, legend commentator.
There you go. Shack of Hearts had Dolphins dead last.
Yes, but anyway, she was lovely, and she alluded to the fact that she'd heard of Wasted World of Sports, which is pretty cool.
That is very cool indeed. And of course, we got a very
calls to do these messages for this Wasted World of Sports.
Huh?
It's when you get the players to do the thing.
Mm.
Cheese is probably like, anyone ever heard of Wasted World of Sports? What the hell is this?
Oh, the cheese, yeah.
He probably still doesn't know what it is.
Probably not. Yeah,
look at that mug about to come on.
Big Willie was a lot better than.
He was hilarious.
Oh, Joey Manu now, shirt on and all. Unfortunately, beating 3 defenders, finally taken down. Oh, Dylan Edwards gets all tangled up like a really homoerotic game of Twister. And at the back it goes now for the Kiwis, up to halfway on tackle 5. 15 and a half to go to the break. Cletus is trying to drag him down. He can't. Jerome Hughes with the high ball. Edwards, Mr. Reliable. Oh, my God! Commentator's curse! The biggest commentator's curse in the history of commentator's curse. Mr. Reliable at the back, I was about to say, as he drops it right between his nutsack. Dylan Edwards. What a huge error. And that has invited the Kiwis back into this one. I'm so glad he didn't do that in the grand final. They didn't make any mistakes in the grand final, the Panthers. Did you hear?
Oh, get over it.
Oh, Fisher Harris is busted. Fisher Harris is busted open. Wow. He's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. What are you talking about? I'm good. I'm good. As it continues to piss out blood. He's like, what?
Does he have an eye?
What? You want me off? What are you talking about? It's fine. Bang, bang, bang. Smashes himself in the head and makes it bleed even more. Oh, crazy.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
What a meathead.
He was literally thumping himself in the head to try and prove a point. Like, it's fine, it's fine.
You know what I just realised, Dan? This is on Fox, and I have Fox, and I could have just logged on to Fox to watch this instead of all of those failed attempts at getting onto KO.
Oh, you actually have Fox. High shot there from Ben Hunt, gets away with it.
That's why I deleted KO,
because you've got Fox. Well, there you go. Yeah, well, that would that would have been easy.
Over at half time, we'll see how I'm the same. Because I was like, oh yeah, it's on KO.
Brown to Hughes. Hughes goes on his own. Tackle 3. 14 and a half minutes to go till the break here. The Kiwis pressuring the line. 5 out. Foran runs across the face of the defence, offloads to Brown. Brown with a huge cutout pass, and then Molatalo falls over his own giraffe feet.
You're right.
Nowhere to go.
Tis but a scratch.
Yes. That was incredible. Just watching him thump himself in the head where the cut was, going, I'm good, I'm good.
It's fine. That was like the most...
Yes, with the grubber kick through. Edwards holds onto the ball this time, brings it back into the field of play. And Australia have the ball a metre out from their own line. All right.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Oh, don't let me comment. I can't commentate. I'm 15 seconds behind on my stream, so from what I can see, Australia's got the ball and they're back in the field of play. So I've got nothing. So except I was down in my fair home city of Sydney a couple of weeks ago for the South by Southwest conference, which was amazing. And yes, lots of sporting people there. I almost literally tripped over Dylan Alcott and apologised profusely. I met Ryan Sims. I don't know what you guys are up to, but there's something happening. Daly Cherry Evans is questioning something that the referee's called. New Zealand are high-fiving. I don't know what's happened. It was a strange play. I've got no idea. Oh, it's a knock-on by the looks of things. It's a knock-on.
Good job.
I don't know.
A little bit of
Honestly,
an obstruction as well. Probably lucky to get away with the knock-on.
I don't know what to. I don't know whether people were up to. I'm just kind of commentating on what I'm seeing, but we're all mulling around right now, so.
Oh, there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Take the two. 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 Oh, and he's got marched for backchat. Who was that? Munster, surely. Munster surely just got pinged for backchat. He was the closest to the referee, so surely that was him.
Oh, see, I was back at the other penalty. Now I'm caught up. Now I'm on that penalty.
Somebody just got marched. No, you go for the try now. Crash ball coming up. Dylan Brown goes on his own. That was silly. A metre short.
Hey, where's the marching? Isn't he marching someone?
To the left they go.
Did he march
Leo Thompson.
Or are you just saying?
Yeah, someone got marched 10 metres.
Oh, 10 metres.
Yeah, for back chat. Not sent off. Out the back it goes. Space opens up here. Asako for the corner. Can't get it down. Jermaine Asako. Oh, within the hair of a bee's nut of planting that ball down. Oh, that would have been great for my multi. I don't think this is a try, though. Oh, he might have knocked his own tooth out. He's knocked his own teeth out. He's knocked his teeth out trying to score this try.
What?
Out the back it goes, Manu.
Number one ref. Anyone see that poster?
Manu to Asako. Asako for the corner. Tedesco gets across. Oh, he's still in the field of play. Still in the field of play. And that's no try. It's on the white line. That's no try, right? Or is on the line... I would have thought on the line's out, isn't it? We're about to find out. There we go. No try. Yeah. On the line's out, I would have thought. Oh. On the line is in... Anyway. On the line is no try.
Celebrating though.
Well, that's what I'm talking about is I think they seem to think that on the line is a try. On the line is no try, surely.
No try. Now he's and he's still wiping
Asako.
Himself in the head.
Asako picks his teeth up off the ground and goes back into the defensive line, and now a penalty to Australia. That would have been a miraculous try though, had he got it down.
Did anyone else see Adam G, number one ref?
I did not see that, no. I mean, it's not a lie, though.
It was behind the...
It's a fairly true statement. It's
behind the thing. I tell you what, that looks like a try.
Although it's not exactly a high bar these days, to be honest.
Blowing up, so I assume he thinks it's a try as well. Yeah, I know it's not.
It's like being the best referee in the NRL these days is a bit like being the nicest guy in prison. Like, not anything to brag about. Harry Grant from dummy half earns the 6 again. Nelson has collared him. Come here, you cheeky little bugger. But a 6 again, earned by Harry Grant. Over to Collins, the try scorer. A try scorer. Grant again to Munster. Flat pass here for Cameron Murray. He almost goes through. Grant from dummy half could have scored that on his own. Collins has got a double. Collins has got a double on the crash ball. Unbelievable.
He has not.
Lindsay Collins with a double. Absolutely nobody in existence had that in their multi. A Lindsay Collins double.
Could you imagine? That'd be paying thousands.
Cameron Murray nearly got through. Harry Grant there. Quick play the ball. The crash pass. Isaiah Yeo runs the decoy, draws in all the defenders, but the pass goes 2 out, and Collins crashes over. He can't believe it as much as anybody else. Lindsay Collins looks like that guy. If anyone's seen the cult classic movie Idle Hands, Lindsay Collins
he looks
looks like that guy.
Yes, he so does. Oh, he looks like a meathead of Devon Sawa.
Shack of Hearts says, I tell you what, anyone who had that in their multi would be laughing all the way to the bank. Absolutely.
I have a question.
Yes.
Question.
For me?
I went to watch the game through the Discord server,
Ah.
and that's even more behind than my stream.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's meant to be.
so we're both commentating in the future.
Hang on, are you watching on Discord?
Yeah, I went to flick it on Discord because I thought I should probably watch it on the same level you are before I swap it over to Fox.
Oh, so you're watching on Discord?
Yeah, I flicked it onto Discord and it's about
All right. I'll push it forward for you. I didn't realize that's what you were doing. I didn't realize that's what you were doing.
Discord's equal to my stream now.
I didn't yeah. I had no idea.
Timelines. There's 3 timelines of this game happening in my world right now. It's terrible.
It is officially the multiverse.
It is, and that's what I get for not actually leaving the house. But honestly, after the last 2 weeks I've had, I needed to stay home tonight. Oh, God.
Shack of Hearts says, knowing how chaotic this game has been, Collins is going to get a triple. He very well might do. He very well might do.
Money on that now.
Australia lead 18 points to 6. 8 minutes to go till the halftime break. Munster takes it to the line. Dummies inside, dummies outside, and gets tackled. Grant now looking for a 6 again or a penalty. Gets the penalty. Harry Grant successfully milks that one. Farmer Grant milking away. Marker not square. Well, yeah, he wasn't really. Peter Griffin Neame. Nowhere near square at marker. So what do I need? I need Asako. We very nearly had him. Asako and the hammer. Jimmy Lister, ahoy! Jimmy Lister says, Dan, the ref is from Australia and he's reffing an Aussie game. Thank you. Oh, Australia on the attack again. There's Pat Carrigan backing into the defense. 5 out. Tackle 4. Grant to Cherry Evans. Cletus on the inside line. 5th and last. A metre short. Munster, change of direction. Cherry Evans puts the little dink in over the top. Pressure here. The ball spills backwards. And Valentine Holmes grounds it about 5 metres over the dead ball line. No try.
No try.
No try.
No try, sorry.
Yeah, no, he grounded it about 5 metres over the dead ball line. Oh, crowning the play of the ball there. Lindsay Collins.
Don't get points for trying.
No, this is not AFL. No points for trying here. I'll tell you what, though, what I loved about watching that, well, I didn't watch it. I sort of had it on in the background while I was doing other things and periodically tuned in. But what I loved about that AFL Grand Final was just Sand guys just absolutely bulldoze other players off the ball, and apparently it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I actually really like it, because
Just
it's
running.
a lot more brutal than the NRL in that respect. Like,
There was this Lions
there's
player.
a lot more you can get away with.
There was this Lions player. The whistle had blown like 30 seconds to a minute prior, and this Lions player just runs across and completely elbows one of the Collingwood players in the back, knocks him to ground, and I'm watching it going, how stupid is that? Like, that is just surely giving away AFL's version of a penalty. But the referee's just like, play on, couldn't give a bollocks. Like, what? That is hilarious. I love this.
That's what I mean, like,
I love this. You
there
can just absolutely bollocks guys and get away with it. This is brilliant.
Yep, that's what I mean. We should invite Mr. Gillette on one
Oh,
game.
yeah.
And he can. Neither of us will be able to get a word in edgewise, but he can help us learn the rules, and he can help us commentate a game.
The actual proper rules, not just what we make of it.
Because I'm still learning them, and yeah, I know most of them now, but I'm still learning some of them. Hell, I'm still learning rugby league rules, and I've been watching that since I was 2.
Oh, yeah, and some of those you still don't know based on conversations we've had during the year.
Yeah.
Oh, they've let the ball bounce here, Australia, but it bounces kindly for Tedesco. And he brings it back. Shackelford says, apparently James Fisher-Harris's skull is made of granite because he's passed his HIA, even though his eye looked as red as a sauce bottle.
It doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah.
That mark on James Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Head's made out of something hard.
Yep.
What do we got? 3 minutes to go?
3 minutes to go till the halftime break. 18 points to 6. Australia have the lead. Harry Grant is caught and taken down.
Oh,
Fifth and last.
around the grounds.
Cherry Evans from inside the 40. Taken on the full by Mulatalo.
From around
Yep.
the grounds.
So what do we got?
New Zealand are 79 for 2
Ah.
after 10 overs. They're
Okay, yeah, they've fallen to pieces.
They're
In a very tough
you know,
chase. A very tough chase, mind you, but
Well, they were tipping Australia to get 500 after that.
well, Australia were always going to win. Regardless of how badly, and look, Australia's World Cup cricket campaign has obviously recovered somewhat, but regardless of how bad they may or may not be doing, they always beat New Zealand. As space for Osako, shows and goes, steps back in field. He's caught 10 metres out. But yeah, no matter how badly Australia seem to be going in the cricket, they will always beat New Zealand. You can bet on it. Hughes with the crossfield kick. Pressure up and above everybody, and scoring the try is Ronaldo Mulatalo. The Kiwis are back. The Kiwis are back. Try awarded. A minute and a half to go until halftime. These are the championship minutes. The 5 minutes before halftime and the 5 minutes after halftime. These are the championship moments. And New Zealand have scored. Mulatalo.
I went Manu over Mulatalo.
Oh, bugger.
Why can I never remember this?
Out jumping Katoni Staggs. Katoni Staggs was never even in the hunt.
Shocking.
Son of a bitch can't do this for the Sharks. Why does he suck at club every week?
I'm sure he's done it for the Sharks.
No. He's
Yes. Same way James Sissoko apparently didn't do it for anybody.
He's screwed up a lot of tries throughout the season, but very rarely did he score one like that.
Little fact for Rachin Ravindra, who is currently playing for New Zealand in the ODIs. Yes, he has a very good Indian
sounds
name.
like a Kiwi.
He is born to Indian parents, but he was born in Wellington. That's why he plays.
No, that's fair enough. No, look, honestly,
Yes.
no, finish your point first.
His first name, Rachin,
Yep.
is made up of Rahul Dravid, and Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh, wow.
His parents love cricket that much.
That is fabulous.
I don't think
Russian.
he had a choice. I really don't think he had a choice in where he was, in where his life was going.
Oh,
He
wouldn't
was
it be
gonna playing cricket?
Wouldn't it be funny though if he just came home one day and was like, "Mom, Dad, I've decided I love volleyball."
Or something.
You've broken our hearts.
Water polo.
How
They
could
have water polo in India.
How could you? Do they have water in India? I know you can't drink it. I know it exists.
He was really
I know it
bad.
exists,
He
but
was
you
just,
can't
like,
drink it.
Tried really hard. He was really bad.
I'm glad we're doing a rugby
Apparently
league.
his father played club level cricket in Bangalore.
I'm glad we're doing a rugby league stream and not a cricket stream because I've just alienated the entire Indian country. UFC OnlyFans, ahoy there, mate. Decided to become a call center worker. No, well, that would have made them proud. That absolutely would have made them proud.
I think there's a Big Bang Theory episode there where they take the piss out of call center workers with what's his name? Rajesh. Anyway.
Half time is what we've got.
Half time.
18 points to 12. Australia on the back of a Lindsay Collins double. Who'd have thought it?
Not this fan.
No.
I think we're so under strength we have Lindsay Collins scoring twice.
Under strength.
I'm gonna go get another beverage or two or three. Make sure my dog isn't doing anything he shouldn't be.
Probably is.
Yeah,
They do that.
they do that, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
At least you can pick yours up and cuddle her during the stream. I can't really do that with mine.
You could try.
I could try.
Yeah.
Might break my back.
Wow. Wastewater Sports, 18 points to 12 here. Australia over New Zealand. New Zealand,
Back.
the championship minutes. It's what we talk about. Those championship minutes before halftime and right after halftime. New Zealand have hit back right before the halftime break. If they can strike first after halftime, it is well and truly a case of game on here. This one is far from over. I think there's been some surprises. Obviously, nobody really had Lindsay Collins bagging a double. I don't think. It would have been a brave man to predict that. But 18 points to 12 at the break. Big, big second half incoming. All right, Wastewater Sports. We'll have a quick break here. I'll pop off as well for halftime. We'll reset. We'll reload. All the second half action coming up right after this. $18 points to 12 at the break. Can the Kiwis get the job done in the second half? We shall find out. Waste to World of Sports, Ahoy. Half time here, 18 points to 12. Australia, a slender lead over the Kiwis. 7.5 was the line given by the bookmakers. 14.5 is what I've decided to go with on my own. It's looking pretty good at the moment. These are the championship minutes, though. Right after half-time, crucial, critical that the Kiwis score first. I believe Australia, the further they move ahead, the harder it's going to be to run them down. So I think New Zealand, if they can bring themselves back to level pegging shortly after half-time, I'm talking maybe 5-10 minutes at most, 10 minutes maximum to get the Kiwis back on level pegging. We're talking game on. We'll see how it transpires, though. Second half about to get underway.
I'm on Foxtel now, so we'll see how we go.
There we go. You made the switch.
Switcheroo.
Shack of Hearts says, I cannot stress how badly they needed to score there. Obviously, talking about the Kiwis right before halftime. Very important score. It really was. Going into halftime, 18 points to 6. I think it's all Australia. 18-12 just planted that little bit of doubt in the opposition mind. Very important, though, still, to back that up and be the first to score in the second half, as I was just talking about. Good old Vegas. I can't believe. Win a trip to Vegas. There we go. If I want a trip to Vegas, the last thing I'm doing is going to the bloody rugby league. Just quietly. I mean, it's probably not helped by the fact that there's no teams at all that I particularly give two bollocks about.
What's your favourite? The Broncos. And your second favourite, the Rabbitohs.
No, reverse that. If you're being sarcastic, you've got to reverse it. My first favourite are the Rabbitohs.
I'd go to Vegas for
I've got
a game.
The only thing... I've got nothing...
Oh, look at this bellend walking in front of the screen. Come on. Do you know cricket?
Oh, you're on the cricket. Okay. I'm looking and I'm going, what? What is she watching?
Not that far ahead. New Zealand are 109 for 2.
After?
15 overs. Almost 16.
Okay. It's a very important part of a cricket score, you know? I mean...
Only in a one-dayer or a T20, but we don't really into a T20 on this channel.
Yeah. It's a very, very critical part because it's like if they're 102... What did you say? 107 for 2?
109 for 2.
If they're 109 for 2, but it's like 30 overs, that's terrible. So we need to know.
I would have said if it was 30 overs.
Well, you need to say if it's 12 overs. If you're going to say 30 overs, you've got to say when it's 12 as well. We need some context into how good this chase is going.
Okay.
Azriel. Oh, it's Azriel.
Oh,
enjoying
Azriel,
this.
hello.
Ahoy, Dan. Michelle, you're a familiar face now. The second half is underway. I love how it took... I read the comment partially, and then it took me halfway through to realise exactly what was happening. Yeah. Welcome along. I'll drink to that.
Yes. Cheers, Azrael. Drink responsibly.
I mean, yes. Kiwis with first use of the ball. Huh? Not me. Okay, good. Thank Christ. Kiwis with first use of the ball. From the second half, Up to the 40-metre line they go. Tackle 4. This is a good start. Nelson out the back to Jerome Hughes. And backing into the defence up to halfway. I believe that's Nikora, the try scorer. 5th and last. Hughes with the high ball. Nikora. Straight down the throat of Teddy. See what you've done? You've just confused me. I'm mixing names. I'm blending names into one another now. Been a very disappointing lack of Tedesco getting pantsed in this game.
Wait, is it? Oh, seriously? I'm on Fox and I'm still behind you?
The way it should be. Natural order.
Nah, I'll give you natural order.
Broncos. Harry Grant from dummy half. Tedesco up over halfway. 5th and last here. Australia. Great field position. Back it goes. Cherry Evans with the kick. They let it bounce, the Kiwis. Oh, that's dangerous. Dangerous to let the ball bounce. And Mulatalo is now swamped by Cletus. Cletus pulls his pants down. Jeez, that is a real ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding moment there. Cletus pulling pants down of the opponent.
Why is what disappointing, Jack of Hearts? What did you what did I miss?
Oh, Shack of Hearts says, Dan, I don't mean to be rude, but why is that disappointing? Well, who doesn't love a bit of Teddy's ass crack?
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. It's the only thing I've said in this game that's disappointing.
Goodness. Azriel, welcome to the madhouse.
Who doesn't love a little bit of Teddy full moon?
We do have their little jokes that we've commentated over the last 2 seasons. One of them being that Teddy's ass likes to make an appearance more often than not in the games he's playing. And yeah, we do enjoy talking to the chat room. The chat room is usually quite vocal. So get on in, have a chat.
Get amongst it.
Get amongst it. That's what I was looking for. Get on in. I don't even know what that is. I got really sick after South by. I've been getting over the flu this week, so it's absolutely wiped me out, and I'm still a bit mushy. That's why Dan and I are not in the same room this evening. Because
not allowed. You cannot bring germs into here.
I don't think I'm contagious anymore. I mean, I saw my mum today, so I better not be contagious. But I couldn't be bothered travelling the 3.5k down the road. That was basically the entire reason for that decision.
Nickel Clockstad has the ball at the back here.
Because I don't love being in the same room as you, Dan.
Feelings mutual. It's all good.
UFC only fans would have a field day with that.
I beg your pardon? Oh, UFC. Yeah. Penalty here for the Kiwis. Oh, this is big. This is big. They needed this penalty. Oh, Cameron Munster and Harry Grant, both Melbourne Storm players, can't believe what's happening. They're not used to having penalties against them, you see. It's funny, the only 2 people in the Australian team perplexed by that call were the Melbourne players. That's hilarious.
Funnily enough.
That is crazy. Like, what? A penalty against us?
What?
This is not right.
Both on the screen. That never happens. Idiots.
Speaking of Melbourne players, there is Big Nelson for the Kiwis charging it forward. And Dylan Brown surrenders in the tackle. Dylan Brown's been caught with the ball a lot tonight. Viking Axe, ahoy, mate. How are you doing?
Having his best game.
Who?
Dylan Edwards.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought that. Brown at the back to Hughes. Hughes. Change of direction here for Nikora. The ball's kept alive. It opens up here and closes. The gap closes quickly. New Zealand with front football, though. Brown with the kick. It's played up by Cherry Evans. Oh, and then Cletus is completely wiped out. Oh, it's on. Bring back the Biff. Bring back the Biff.
Hello, Hamish.
Hamish McKenzie, ahoy, mate. How are you doing?
Well, hail the Ark. Is that my couch you're talking about? Because my couch is amazing.
He loves any couch. He loves any couch at all.
You can't have mine, but you know. Oh, why is my stream so far behind? This is ridiculous.
Bring back the Biff.
I'm gonna go and live TV it. I'm gonna bite the bullet.
And now, the dude from Idle Hands is getting in amongst it. Lindsay Collins.
Old 2 try scorer.
Looking for a treble. Dylan Edwards. Trying to bring it out of the rough end of town. So who said did they say on the TV commentary that Dylan Edwards is having his best game?
No, I said he's not having his best game.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
On the fact that he dropped the ball cold and he keeps getting caught with the ball on tackle.
Oh, the fact that he dropped the ball at all is already, like, not up to his usual standard. I thought they must have said something on the TV commentary, and I'm like, oh, what? Who said that?
No, I've got that down. I'm only listening to your dulcet tones, Dan. From around the grounds, New Zealand at 122 after 17 overs.
Oh, you remembered. New Zealand with the ball here, though. 32 minutes to go. Plenty of time left. Only 6 points the difference. Now, I thought that the 7.5 margin was a little bit too slender. I gave the Kiwis, as you can see, in my same game multi, because I love a good punt, as we all do. Jesus, what have I just done? Oh, God. I've covered up Michelle. Sorry, Michelle.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I don't know how to rescue this either. This is the first time I've ever done anything quite like this. All right, I have somehow managed to move that screen over, and it's covered up your face. Oh! Valentine Holmes goes straight through a gap, gets an offload away, up over halfway as Katoni Staggs. Australia with huge front foot ball here. Numbers out the wazoo, but Cameron Murray goes to ground. Hammer tries to use his pace, can't get through. 5th and last. I've got to try and sort out this bloody Munster on the 5th and last, gets the kick away. Oh, taken well at the back there, Mulatalo.
If you want to focus on that thing, I can commentate for a little bit, you know. The
New Zealand have the ball back. Yeah, they got the ball back
by 5 of the Kangaroos. And they're trying to get out of there. They're on their 3rd tackle. They're only 10 metres out from their line. So a little bit further now, 15 on the 4th. So I've switched to live TV now, so I'm ahead of y'all. I'm in the future. So,
oh wow!
Stuff Fox.
You're in the future.
I'm bugging with all of them. Oh, they've kicked it on the 5th.
Oh, it's taken at the back on the 4 by Teddy. Teddy brings it back to the 40.
Here we go.
Oh, he's been secure under the high ball tonight, Teddy.
Don't give him commentator's curse.
I won't. He caught it already, so. Nashon Granjan, ahoy there. Nashon says, go All Blacks. Well, this is not the All Blacks, but still. Crack them up. Watch all the way from PNG. Yes, cheers to Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea are doing quite well in their side of the Pacific Championships, of course.
Oh, that's got to hurt around the collar.
Harry
I don't know
Grant.
what he's done to me, Azrael. He wants to take all the glory. Dylan Edwards.
Now it goes out to Edwards to score. There we go.
He's redeemed himself.
Dylan Edwards with the try in the corner. Puts Australia even further ahead. Oh, New Zealand really need to be the first to score this second half.
Oh, there I am. Woohoo!
All right, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Normal business has resumed. Pat Carrigan was involved there. Pat Carrigan with huge white socks tonight, by the way. Did they run out of kangaroo socks for Pat Carrigan? I'm just curious as to why he doesn't have normal Australian socks. Why is he?
No, I think they're who's 13? 13's got them as well. He's got the black ones underneath the kangaroo socks. I think they're something to do with the calves. Like
13's Isaiah Yo. Yeah, but you put
yeah,
you've got to rep the colours.
Isaiah Yo's got black ones, but he had the socks because his sock was falling down too, so it's a black one there. Because you could see the socks around his ankles. So have a look at Paddy Carrigan next time you see him, and he's got the socks around his ankles.
Oh, I will.
And he's got, I know you will. And he's got the white, whatever they, I don't know, I'm gonna call them, I don't know, dance warmers, calf warmers. I don't know.
Shack of Hearts has asked, who placed an invisible banana peel under Joey Manu's feet? You know, he had that problem last week as well. Joey Manu, apart from losing his shirt, much to all our excitement, he fell over a lot too, didn't he? He slipped a lot last week. Azriel says, Dan, scull the black beer and get your golden frothy drink. Put down the glasses all over here.
Because you're drinking crack. Are you drinking Kraken this evening?
No.
Now we're drinking your rum over there. He wants you to drink a beer. Are you sure you're not James, Azriel? Telling him to sculpt. Where is old James? I miss him.
He said he was leaving, wasn't he?
But he says that every week.
Yeah, he said that every week since the season's ended. Wait, Vopsy says Joey Manu's been streaming too many video games on Twitch. Wait, Joey Manu's got a Twitch channel? That's hilarious. I have to see this. I've got to intoxicate into a Joey Manu live stream sometime. Nico Hines is up. Here's a chance for the Kiwis to get back into it.
Channel.
Who?
Matt Heafy.
Who?
Matthew K. Heafy.
Oh, the Trivium guy. Yeah, I know that.
Yes. Why is it when I said his full name?
Well, I thought you... Honestly, I thought you said Mapifi, and we're talking about some Papua New Guinean footy player.
No, Matt.
Yeah, okay.
Heafy.
I thought you said Mapifi. I heard Mapifi.
You need to clean your ears out. Teddy Desco has been... Ooh! Teddy's been sandwiched in a not very nice... He's been sandwiched between Big Nas and some other guy.
Nelson's on report. What was that for? Eye shot?
He tried to take off Teddy's head. Was aiming for his ass. I'm sure of it.
Can't blame him for that. All right. Awkward silence.
Oh, sorry. I was having a drink, so I didn't cough.
Penalty to Australia.
I made my martinis too strong, so I might cough anyway.
Cameron Murray into contact here. Still, there is time.
No, Azriel, no. Adrian Lamb does not currently play any form of football that we're aware of. I feel like his son might.
Yeah, his son does. Lachlan Lamb. Lockie Lamb does play for PNG at the moment, yes. Lachlan Lamb, Adrian Lamb's son, does play for PNG. Cherry Evans out the back, it goes to Staggs. Staggs dummies and goes on his own. He's taken 10 metres out on tackle 4. Cherry Evans fires it across. Harry Grant in the playmaker role. Bad delivery there for Munster, and Munster is swamped. Munster in very familiar territory. 4 guys around him. Cherry Evans puts the ball high.
Loves it.
Oh, he was looking for Katoni Staggs, but Ronaldo Mulatalo, Sharks player, you know. He doesn't play this well when he plays for the Sharks, son of a bitch.
Neither does Daly Cherry Evans when he plays for Manly.
Nelson with the hit up. Oh, Lindsay Collins missed him. Why have we cut to a shot of the crowd? That makes no sense. There was nothing happening there, and there was nobody there of note. No offense to all those people. Nico Hines is on the... I thought he was already on the field, Nico Hines. What the hell happened? I'm pretty sure I saw Nico Hines on the field about 3 minutes ago.
I was on the field too.
And now he's... Did you see that? I'm sure I saw that. Nico Hines was already on.
I thought he was on the field too.
What the hell is happening? We've got a penalty to New Zealand, and Australia are challenging. Australia have just blown their captain's challenge here for some reason.
Did anybody else see Nico Hines on the field?
I saw it for sure. Anyone else? I'm certain he was out there. To be fair,
Did
he
you
might
blow
have...
your captain's challenge on a Harry Grant, call to Desco? Did you
Yes, he did.
listen to that Melbourne Storm player?
Yes, he did, and he regrets it immediately.
Well, you should know better, Tedesco. You should know better than to listen to them when it comes to a captain's challenge. That's all I'm going to say.
The face of regret right there. James Tedesco. What? Challenge successful? What?
Oh, how do we get ourselves into this mess?
How was that?
Listen, go look, he's on the field.
How was that a successful challenge? How? Trevor Gilmeister. Not
I
her.
was happy about it.
Yeah, not her.
I don't know. Could have been.
Could be his mum. Although she looks fantastic for her age if it is his mum.
Oh, God.
Scrum down just over halfway. How was that successful? Wow, I can't believe that. A Shack of Heart says TMO bunker official is Grant Atkins. I mean, that probably answers it a little bit as to why it was wrong. Wow. Cannot believe that call. Nico Hines is on the field officially, apparently. I thought he already was. Tedesco to Staggs. Staggs crunched by Mulatalo.
Has Nico Hines played any minutes so far in this championship?
No, this is his debut, apparently. I thought, even though I thought he was already on the field. Apparently he wasn't, though. Here we go. Hines gets the ball, runs it to the line, out the back to Munster. Munster with the double pump, goes into contact, beats one Munster, beats two, runs back in field, and is finally taken down. Cameron Munster, not a big-looking dude, but seriously, he seems to always beat defenders. Fifth and last. Grant from dummy half to Nico Hines. It's the fifth and last. He did not realise it was the fifth. Nobody realised it was the fifth. And that's a handover.
So do I.
And now a penalty for a high shot. Cameron Murray in over the top. Not a great start from Nico. Don't think you realised it. Wow, Jesus Christ, what a creepy looking dude. Just quietly.
He's this little girl.
Okay, yeah, she's all right, but he is very creepy looking. I think he was doing it on purpose. I think he did it on purpose.
Oh my goodness. Nico Hines has already played rep football, Jack of Hearts. He didn't do well.
Oh, yeah. International rep football, I think he means, though.
International rep football.
And he hasn't started well, getting tackled on the fifth. A metre out from the line. You've got to try for a set repeat there. In that situation, it's unforgivable that you don't at least attempt to get the ball back. They're not far enough ahead to justify playing close-out footy.
Oh, he's dropped it. Yeah, look.
Jerome Hughes.
He's got his socks on. Paddy's got socks on and he's wearing white things around his calves.
There's the future New South Wales Blues coach, by the way, up in the box.
Oh, good.
Isn't that going to go well?
Oh, I give up. I'm breaking up with New South Wales. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's supporting Queensland.
No, that's not happening.
Oh, okay. So just not watching.
Breaking up with State of Origin.
Just not watching.
Breaking up with State of Origin.
Just deciding to not watch anymore. I see. I understand.
It's done. I'm done.
No more watching. Yep, gotcha. Scrum down, Grant to Cherry
Don't
Evans.
quote me on this in 7 months, 8 months.
Well, we'll be here. Waste of World of Sports. We'll still be here 7 months' time.
Around the grounds, 142 for 2 after 20 overs.
Okay, yeah, they've fallen off a little bit, but still, what's the required run rate at the moment?
Well, it's gone to an ad break. I don't know. 1,000.
I thought I was prone to exaggerations.
Halloween, you got all your candy ready for all the kiddos?
Blindside play. Hines to the hammer. Edwards puts the kick in over the top and pops up for Teddy. Teddy's got it. He's not held. He gets up. Now he's taken down. 5th and last, Australia, 10 out. That was some good work there from Nico Hines. Cherry Evans out to Staggs. Staggs goes on his own. What a goof. What a goof. What a great big galoot. Katoni Staggs, draw and pass, mate. Simple. Goes on his own.
I cash out. I want my money back. This game's shit. I mean, terrible.
It's all right. You can't see the no swearing sign from where you are.
I can't remember if I swore in like the first minute.
Oh, and now a horrible play the ball. James Fisher-Harris. Oh, he's come back on the field. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have passed his HIA after that play the ball. Maybe you don't pass the HIA after a play the ball like this.
I actually don't know if
that's actually not really his fault. Actually,
he just dropped it and stepped over it. I don't think that was an actual play the ball or an attempt to play the ball. I think the player behind him just
I think he got
saw the ball on the ground and decided to run with it.
I think he might have been hard done by there.
Like it might have been a knock on, sure. Or it was
that's what the call was. Grant to Tedesco. Tedesco takes it on his own, glues back on his hands, well and truly. Whoops, nearly dropped my drink.
It's not on your hands.
No, definitely not when it comes to that. Carrigan. Oh, it's not Carrigan. Sorry, it's Cletus. Wow, how have I got those two confused? Apart from the long locks.
Someone's down in back. 2 are down in back play. What are these two done to each other?
Oh, God. A little bit of friendly fire in back play, perhaps.
Oh, James Fisher-Harris.
Again.
Orifice to bleed
Again.
Out of.
Fisher-Harris. More blood.
What are these two?
Oh, God.
Oh, that was
head clash.
Friendly fire.
Oh, yeah. They had a big smooch in midfield there. James Fisher-Harris again.
He's broken his entire face on James Fisher-Harris's noggin.
Fisher-Harris and Tarpany, who's coming off second best to that? The answer is obvious. James Fisher-Harris might be gushing out blood, but Tarpany definitely just came off second best in that. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's...
Oh, wow. I'll be right back.
That's a shocker. He's, that head of granite got him. Wow. Needs to, strap himself up again, doesn't he? Yeah, look, Shack of Hearts, it's intense, hey? Like, they need to be HIA, both, and they both should be taken off the field for that. Like, that's... Some of the stuff you've seen in the news and things like that about some of these old players, it's terrifying. You know, we all go bring back the biff and do this and do that, but like it's when it's for someone's welfare down the track. Have you got another jersey there, James Fisher-Harris? Because I think you're gonna need it.
He might need another
you can't
head.
Play with your head. Oh. Look, there you go, your Adam G fan club.
Ah, there we go. Adam G, number one referee. Well, to be fair, I mean, he is. Let's face it. But as I said, it's also like being the nicest guy in prison. Not exactly a high bar. Dan Jam says it will only improve his looks.
I'll make it any worse, that's for sure.
Hey, now, to be fair to the forwards, it's not about the looks.
How can not be off? How can both of them not be off?
Oh, yeah. Shaq of Heart says, I swear this HIA system is going to give these players brain damage on top of the brain damage they're receiving from playing contact footy. Yeah. That is not Fisher Harris, obviously, not his first blow to the face tonight. Now, I realise that he's probably built tough, but how? What? You've got to call into question 2 times gushes. He's had 2 gushes. Not 1, but 2. I mean, are they suggesting he just bleeds easily but passes the assessment? It makes no sense, eh? Oh, and up, and pressure on Tedesco. Great defence from Jermaine Asako. And Tedesco completely craps the bed at the back there. Big mistake. He's having a laugh about it, but he shouldn't be. That was terrible. Whoops, I just missed my mouth. Speaking of terrible.
The birds scare you?
Azriel says James Fisher Harris would do well as a UFC fighter, just saying. Well, he does boxing, doesn't he? Fisher Harris does boxing, yeah? No? Yeah?
No way, he's not quick enough. No way!
What, Fisher Harris?
The guys that destroy him. He's slow, he's big and slow and heavy. No. UFC got to quicken.
Fisher Harris is very, very fit.
Are these birds annoying anyone else?
No. Okay, that one did.
Good.
I just saw that one. I think there's another one. I legitimately hadn't even noticed them until you said it. Oh, Cherry Evans dummies go straight through, and he's taken down by the collar by Tarpany. Tarpany's head's all right too, apparently. He's not off for a HIA. He's the one who head clashed with Fisher Harris.
I know. Neither of them went off. It's concerning, to say the least. Even the independent doctors didn't come in.
Harry Grant quickly from dummy half. Collins into contact, looking for a triple, if you can believe it. Lindsay Collins. 5th and last, Cherry Evans with the high ball. Asako. Oh, that's Mulatalo. Okay, yeah. Gagai moment. Oh, he's hurt himself. He's fallen on his own foot. His big giraffe foot has got in the way. Oh, he can barely stand.
Oof. Well,
oh, he's busted his knee.
Off you go.
Mulatalo.
Get off.
Oh, well, the longer he's injured, the better it'll be for the Sharks. Oh, penalty here to Australia. How often do you see this? Not very often at all. A penalty against the attacking team from the play the ball. Obstructing the defender. Oh, Nickel Clockstad, what have you done?
Really?
Oh, take the 2, says Harry Grant. Yes, take the 2. Take the 2. Take the 2. Take the 2. Harry Grant's on the ball. Harry Grant's all about peddling our merchandise. Take the 2 t-shirts available at poptoyourdrop.com.au, the official merchandise home of Wasted World of Sports.
Yeah, Mulatalo's knee didn't look good, did it, Shaka Hearts?
Oh, no, it's broken. He seems all right, though. He's up. He's having a what do you call it? Ice block? An icy pop?
An ice block?
Yeah, he's sucking down an icy block. Popsicle. Dan Jam says, all I can see now is bloody birds. I know, right?
Sorry.
I did not know that. I actually did not know.
You're driving me nuts.
I really didn't know that we were in an Alfred Hitchcock film until it was pointed out to me. And now that's all I can see too. There are some. We're clearly in Melbourne. Valentine Holmes pops the 2 over.
There's so many.
There are a lot.
That's crazy.
14 and a half minutes to go 14 points the difference. Can the Kiwis track down?
Shack of Hearts. How long have you been watching this stream? A little insensitive. Dan doesn't have a sensitive bone in his body. Just say it. Unless it's about his dog.
And also, like, haven't you noticed that I am my own team's harshest critic? Yeah, that's a lot.
And he's completely insensitive when it comes to the Sharks. They could be down, by 1 point, and they'll never win it. It could be up by 30 points, and they'll be able to lose it.
Well, they've proven that they can lose by that. They've proven against. Oh, and over the dead ball line, it spills at the back. Jake Trebojevic and Dally Cherry Evans. Oh, it's the Manly Seagulls connection have ballsed up, ironically, in the face of all those birds. They've screwed up the kickoff. Ironically, in the face of so many birds.
Oh, look at them! What are they waiting for? Someone to die?
They've gone short here with the dropout. It's perfectly placed, but New Zealand come down with it. Yeah, Shack of Hearts. Have you not paid enough attention to notice that I am so harsh on my own team? I go for the Sharks. That's my team, unfortunately, because they suck. But all right, 14 points the difference. New Zealand, 13 minutes to go. They absolutely must score here. It's non-negotiable now. The try must come. Here is at the back it goes. Clock stat to Manu. Manu shows and goes. The ball spills out the back and Dylan Edwards will dive on it. Who's knocked it on, though? Who's this mistake come from?
I don't know. Someone's
Oh,
grabbed it in
God.
the back.
Wow, yeah, we didn't need to see that camera angle of Cameron Munster. Thank you. Jesus.
Still going back to it.
Oh, they've gone back to it. No, we don't want it. No. Why are they staying on this camera angle? Why? Why did the director go, yes, that's the shot, go back?
He must have been the director that got fired from the Kiss guitar breaking in the AFL.
Well, if he wasn't fired already, he's getting fired now. Azriel says, Dan, try supporting Para. Hey, at least you guys have been to a grand final in the past couple of years.
Yeah, keep counting, because Sharks did too, and they beat Melbourne.
No, I said past couple of years. That was like 7 years ago.
I was waiting for you to say like in the last 20 years, and I was going to say, they have, and they beat Melbourne. I was ready to jump on that. Like a fat kid on a cupcake.
No, that's why I said the past couple of years. Parramatta have been there at least.
It was the past couple of years. I mean, it was in the last decade, so that counts. These birds, I swear to God.
Oh, Hughes out the back to Manu. Manu is swamped by the hammer all over him. Bring back ET. Yes, ET's rugby. Oh, Hughes puts it high. ET. Oh, Nelson's taken out Cherry Evans. A mistake at the back. It's going to be a penalty to New Zealand. Offside. Oh, please don't tell me that was Nico Hines who spilt that ball. Who was it that dropped that ball? Azriel says, bring back ET, I say, for the Sharks. And bring back the greatest rugby league video game of all, ET's Rugby League, on the Commodore 64.
Commodore 64?
Yeah, I might have just aged myself horribly.
Just a little bit.
But I stand by it. What a great game.
Oh, they're in!
Fisher Harris charging forward and from dummy half and over the line. Who's number 14? Some guy that scored.
That one scored. Who scored?
Manu Brown. Oh, Gavin Miller. Azriel has brought up Gavin Miller. I've told this story too many times, but I've got to say it again.
I thought you were trying to pronounce his name then, and then just gave up and said Gavin Miller.
Oh, no. How would I have gone from Oh, that would be so funny though. It's just like I'm trying to pronounce I'm legitimately trying to pronounce Fa'amanu Brown, and I've just gone bollocks it. Gavin Miller.
I'm losing it thinking. You just gave up. Just gonna give him a white boy's name.
No, I've got I've told this story many times. So the regulars are probably sick of hearing it, but since Azriel has brought up Gavin Miller, I do have a story of a young Dan down the Gold Coast, the Gold Coast Giants at the time. They weren't even the Seagulls at the time, Michelle. It was the Gold Coast Giants. And
Gavin Miller.
And Gavin Miller was the captain of the Cronulla Sharks. And it was in the period of time where you were allowed to run out onto the field at full time. Like, security didn't care. At full time, it was free reign. Sports in general, cricket, footy, full time, you could run out onto the field. So my cousin and I have just stormed the field. We've stormed the field, and I was a big fan of Andrew Eddinghausen, right? E.T. Andrew Eddinghausen. I've made a beeline for E.T. Now, obviously, little Dan, one of the fastest players in rugby league at the time, I had no chance. So I've given up on that immediately. He was already in the sheds by the time I got myself over the fence. He was gone. So I've run into midfield, and there's Gavin Miller. And I've run up behind him, and I've patted him on the back. And on the shoulder pads, I've given him the pat, and just this splurt of sweat has just gone up. Exploded everywhere. And all over.
From you or from him?
From him. I've patted him on the back, on the shoulder pads, and it's just gone, gushed out everywhere. And I've gone, you know what? Screw this. I'm never doing this again. I have never patted a footy player on the back at full time, ever. Gavin Miller's sweat just exploded all over my face. And, it traumatized me to the point where I've never again got chased after footy players at full time. Just saying. It's a thing that happened. It's a true story. True story.
Oh, God. Are you calling him a pitch invader, Shakavas, or was it an actual pitch invader? Last year when Lance Buddy Franklin kicked his 1000th goal in the AFL, though Sydney was playing Geelong, the entire stadium swarmed the field. And he was carried off in a big chair. It was, halfway through the third quarter or some shit, so the game was definitely not over. And there's vision of some of the Geelong players who were on the field playing at the time when he kicked the goal, and the whole Sydney football stadium ran onto the field, and there's vision outside of the stadium on the fucking street, on the very street where these two Geelong players are walking down the street trying to figure out how to get back into the stadium. They got pushed.
That's fantastic. All the way out.
To avoid the crush of people. How's that for a pitch invasion?
That's hilarious. Shack of Hearts says, who would have thought that of all the people, Dylan Edwards would be the liability? Yeah, look, some people just bring them out of the system that they're so used to. You know what I mean? Bring them out of that system they're so used to. Jerome Luai as well. Jerome Luai's never really kicked on outside of the Panthers system. Look, Kickow, Burton. Take them out of that Panthers system. Some players just aren't capable of doing it.
Yeah.
8 points the difference here, though. 6 minutes to go. Time is running out for the Kiwis.
6 minutes to go. My word. That game went fast. It's been a while since I've done a little streamo. A whole month.
Up over halfway they go. Tackle 5. Dragging Isaiah Yo out of the way. Hughes with the ball. Kicks it
We've
long.
lost a wicket.
Tedesco at the back. Brings it 20 out. 5.5 minutes to go. Australia on top here.
From around the grounds, it's 168 for 3 after
Three.
24.2 overs.
Yeah,
we lost a wicket.
They're way behind
We
now.
didn't lose a wicket because I'm going for Australia.
Way behind now. Hines takes it into contact. CPTA Australia, ahoy, mate. Question for you two. A question for you two. Who do you think will be man of the match at this time? Oh, I'd be lying if I said I've paid that much attention.
Lindsay Collins.
Lindsay Collins, yes. Lindsay Collins, idle hands. Idle hands for the win.
It wasn't idle hands tonight, that's for sure. Sounded a little bit creepier than what it was supposed to be.
4.5 minutes to go. Time well and truly running out here for the Kiwis. But it's all good. Like, they've covered the line. The Seagulls, says Dan Jam. Seagulls, man of the match. Here's
Seagulls.
short pass.
Seagulls are the Crows. I'm sure there's both in there.
They stay on the short side. Hughes puts the dink in over the top. Oh, and crunched in the tackle is Edwards, who has, well, I mean, to be fair, Edwards is playing on the wing. He's normally a fullback. You've got to take that into account as well. 4 minutes to go. They need the ball back.
Hi earlier, CPT. Hey.
You've been, oh yeah, I've been here for a bit. Since about the 55th minute.
Honestly, I don't know what Lindsay Collins' stats are in terms of...
yeah, I don't know. He scored a couple of tries, yes, but is he worthy of man of the match?
Tries, so.
Is that worthy of man of the match? You would think yes, but what's he done elsewhere is a fair question.
Well, I don't know what that was, but that's not man of the match.
Oh my God, they've let it bounce. The Kiwis have let it bounce. It's still a fair. Staggs has got it. Kicks back across into the middle of the field. And it's tapped backwards by New Zealand because they had no choice left.
Oh, now I feel bad. CPT Australia, Australia, I'm very apologetic for missing your messages.
Yeah, I missed those as well, mate. My apologies.
We try to keep up with the chat room.
Oh, New Zealand. That's the game right there. That's the game. That is unforgivable. Letting that ball bounce, giving Australia that second kick. Isaac Nigel, ahoy there. The Kumals beat Fiji tomorrow. That's a prediction.
Isaac?
Huh? Isaac Nigel. Shack of Heart says that is why you don't let the ball bounce. Exactly. Hines, flat pass. Almost over goes Cameron Murray. Oh, from dummy half. From dummy half goes Ben Hunt. He thinks he's got it down. Ben Hunt. Nico Hines thinks he's got it down as well. It's gone up as a laugh. It's gone up as a try. I'm reading the chat room and commentating at the same time. It's gone up as a try. Has Ben Hunt just won this game? Aluris, ahoy. Aluris says up the pause.
Oh, we're glad, CPTA Australia. We're glad. We like to add a bit of comedy into our... Yeah, that's a try. We like to add a little bit of comedy into our commentary. So, clearly Dan is the much better commentator. I'm just here for the comedy. Shut up, Bobsy.
Aluris. How are you doing, mate? I love seeing that membership badge next to your name, by the way. Aluris. Shack of Hearts too, because I don't think I've shouted out Shack of Hearts as a channel member so far tonight.
Can you not like humiliate anyone into resubscribing again? Because it's funny as it was.
If it means money for us, then I'll do it.
Yeah. What do we got? Minute and a half to go. New Zealand.
The incredibly expensive $1.50 that I have it set at. But anyway, Yes, he's got it down, says Shack of Hearts. Yes, the try has been awarded. Dan Jam has asked if I'm bothering with England versus Tonga. Yeah, it depends when it is, I suppose. Valentine Holmes with the conversion makes it 32 points to 18. I actually think, these two teams will be playing in the final, regardless of the result tonight. This is the final. I feel like this could be good.
I don't know when England's playing Tonga.
In 2 hours.
Tomorrow.
In 2 hours, says Dan Jam.
No, well, that's not this one. That's not this championship.
No. They're not playing in this Pacific Championship. They're playing their own internationals. England won for the first test.
Gotcha.
Short kickoff.
Gotcha.
Taken down. What a catch
victory?
by Valentine Holmes. No, it was a legitimate victory.
See, bloody Johnny Bairstow sticking to that. I tell you what.
CPTA
I would
Australia.
never do that. Thump the chest, mate. You literally tried the same thing. Like what? What?
CPTA Australia. What time is the rugby final tomorrow? I'll be starting the stream. Yeah, I'll be starting the stream at 4:45 a.m. So what's that? 10, 11, 12. I've got to count this on my fingers. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, straight through. Cameron Murray's going for the corner. He is laughing it up as he runs away. Yeah, so about 8.5 hours. Australia score another try just to take the margin away. They've stolen. I gave the Kiwis a 14.5 BYO margin, and Australia have now just sunk it with that final try. Slightly forward pass there. Slightly forward pass. That was slightly forward from Hines.
I think. Whereabouts are you, CPTA Australia? Because AWS will be Perth, yeah.
Slightly forward there from Nico Hines, but
Union World Cup.
It didn't impact the result, of course.
Yeah, so 5 a.m. it's on if you're in Queensland. So that'd be 4 a.m. 6 a.m. Is that right? Is Sydney an hour ahead?
I have no idea.
No, they're an hour behind. Hour ahead. Can't remember. I was just there and I can't remember. Hour ahead. So yeah, okay. So if you're in Perth, a CPTA, then it's whatever Google tells it to you. So 3 a.m. is right.
Whatever Google tells you. I love that. I love how we went through all that. I love how we went through all that just to end up with whatever Google tells you.
Well, I Googled it too to see if it was right. And it is. It says 5 a.m. for me, and I'm in Queensland, so that's correct. So it'll be 3 a.m. in Perth, and it'll be 6 a.m. in Sydney, and Perth is 3 hours behind Sydney. So, yes. We're all over it. Yeah, so 3 a.m. so you can either A, stay up, or B, go to sleep and get up really early. 2 a.m. wake up. Okay, here we go. So you're off to bed in a minute then. Oh, Dan's wandered off and he hasn't told anyone. I just saw it on the video. I don't know. I know that Dan is obviously he's a rugby union boy, so he'll be doing the stream.
Oh hell
we
yeah!
should probably just finish
hell
this
yeah,
off.
will we? It's over. Yeah. 36-18. Yeah.
36 to 18. Yep, it is all over. Oh, Todd Lindsay. Oh, I don't want to listen to that guy.
36 points to 18. Australia with the win over the Kiwis. I mean,
a bit thin on top, old Slater.
We got the final coming up next weekend. 2 p.m., huh? Wow, Saturday, 2 p.m.
Is that because it's in New
Eastern
Zealand?
Daylight Savings Time, Kangaroos versus Kiwis, Pacific Cup final. It was always going to be the final. Regardless of the result tonight, it was always going to be New Zealand, Australia, backing up next week. Regardless of what happened here tonight. So it was a little bit of a nothing game.
Wait, what?
The final next week, it was going to be Australia and New Zealand regardless of the result. So this was a little bit of a nothing game, but still disappointing that it was such a blowout at the end.
So there's 2 games listed next week, and there's going to be a 3rd and 4th playoff as well.
No, there is no 3rd and 4th. There was only 3 teams in this.
Oh, okay, because they've got one for Saturday and one for Sunday. So is that the women's?
No, Sunday is probably... Okay, so the Pacific Championship was...
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the NRL website. I'm looking at week 4.
No, I'm explaining to you. The Pacific Championship has been split into 2 divisions, okay?
Okay.
The main draw was Australia, New Zealand, Samoa. So they played each other. And then also part of the Pacific Championship, but paths never cross, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and Cook Islands in the secondary.
Gotcha.
So it's been so far, the main games are on Saturday, the other part is on Sunday, so I reckon that's it. It'll be Australia, New Zealand in the final Saturday. It'll be Papua New Guinea, Fiji in the final Sunday, but in their secondary part.
Okie dokie. Well, there you go. Thank you. Because I honestly, just hadn't had a chance to keep up. This is the first game I've watched of the whole lot.
Yeah.
Other than having it on in the background while I'd run back to my hotel room to get ready for the next music industry sponsored mixer. Or I went and drank someone's bar tab. Yeah. Well, there you go. Australia beat New Zealand. Do you reckon
They
it'll be
did.
the same
Spanked
result
them.
next week?
Spanked them. No, I did feel like it would be closer.
Next week? Will it be an absolute belting?
I did think it would be closer this week. I really did. But that being said, I raised this before the game kicked off. So in the pre-game, I'm not sure if you had cameraed back on or not at that point, Michelle. I'm not sure, but I had said you probably just want to get close. Like if you're New Zealand, always the underdogs when it comes to rugby league against Australia. I mean, that's just fact. It's exactly the same as rugby union, the All Blacks versus Wallabies. All Blacks, regardless, always going to be the favourites in a match against the Wallabies. Rugby league is exactly the same. Australia will always be the favourites going in to a game against the Kiwis. So I think for New Zealand, it was a case of probably don't want to blow their load too early and win this one and then get spanked in the final. They probably wanted to put up a better fight than 18 points. Yes, that will be disappointing. But I feel like the ambush might be on next weekend. They're a good enough team to compete. They are a good enough team. They're a good enough team to be better than an 18-point schmozzling. And so the ambush might be on next week.
Absolutely. And they need to
had they won, had they won this one, had New Zealand snuck this one in, I would have said Australia win in an absolute just lopsided schmozzling next weekend. But
what's wrong with Nathan Cleary?
What's wrong with him?
Yes, why didn't he play?
Is
he injured? Why was Nico called up?
Oh, I think Nathan is still recovering, but
grand final party.
But at the same time,
covering from what?
Oh, did you see the photos from after the grand final of his hand, his fingers literally at 90-degree angles.
Oh, so wait, he hasn't played any of these Pacific Championship games?
No.
I thought he had.
No.
Oh, well, there you go. See, I told you, I'm not. I've been in network music mode.
Did you see? Yeah, check
Flip
it out.
Switch back to sport.
Look it up and check out the Instagram posts
Look
of.
it up.
Yeah, Nathan Cleary's fingers literally at a 90-degree angle post grand final against the Broncos.
I've seen my own fingers at that angle, and I'm not gonna look it up. I am gonna say goodbye to Azriel.
And he still single-handedly won his team the grand final, even with the fingers hanging off. Azriel, ciao, ahoy, ahoy. Azriel, cheers.
Cheers. We will talk more.
No doubts.
Captain Redbeard, welcome.
Yeah, Captain Redbeard was at the game. Traveling to Melbourne, huh? Traveling to Melbourne to experience the game.
I travelled all the way to Suncorp Stadium to experience a game.
Oh, wow. What a long way to go. Just like the Broncos for 3/4 of their season this year. Such a long way to go to play.
Should we slip on over to India and watch the last 21 overs of the New Zealand run chase? Is that a yes or a no or a...
No, I can't think of anything that I'm more disinterested in than that. So
that'd be a no, and Dan walked off while I was asking the question.
Yes. Oh, that'd be a huge no.
Well,
if it were a game, I mean, potentially, if it were a game with more, what's the word? With more riding on it, maybe. But
Ravinder has 57 or 53.
But the fact that it's an absolute nothing burger of a game because both teams are qualifying for the finals regardless, I couldn't care less.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I mean, Australia were bottom of the fucking table. I mean, the table the other day. So
yeah, but they were always qualifying, regardless.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well then. So what time are you back on for the rugby union?
What is it? 9:15. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7.5 hours. 7.5 hours. We'll be back. Rugby World Cup final. All Blacks versus Springboks.
Righto.
It's happening.
Well then, I'll set an alarm. And I might join the chat room. I'm not going to actually jump on a stream, but I'll set an alarm and I'll see how we go.
Replay of the 1995 Rugby World Cup final. It's going to be amazing.
The Celtics playing tomorrow. The Celtics play today, but are they playing tomorrow as well?
Probably because I know that
Jimmy Butler. I'm going to have to post this in the Discord channel.
I don't know who that is.
Photo of Jimmy Butler.
I don't know who that is.
So I sent it to you. The guy who went emo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't know him by name.
Well, Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
AKA Jamie Foxx. They played today and the photo was like
Jamie Foxx
sports jock versus the nerd sports jock. It was hilarious. Oh, yeah, he looks like Jamie Foxx when he doesn't look like, Panic at the Disco. Let's have a look. What's tomorrow? Yeah, piss off. What's today? What's the date today? Oh, it's actually, you'll be able to see the lunar eclipse at 4 a.m. I am setting an alarm because I want to see the lunar eclipse.
Yeah, that's what I want to watch.
It's called Tedesco.
Jesus Christ. Rugby World Cup final or lunar eclipse? Wow.
Yeah, shush. Get on.
Yeah. All right. Waste to World of Sports. Thank you so much. I think we're going to sign off here. They're not too much of a... That game was a little bit too much of a blowout. We don't have a lot of post-game to talk about because it wasn't close. Disappointing.
Who got man of the match?
Who did get man of the match? Does anyone know?
Yeah, have a look.
Might not have been announced yet.
Surely. Who got man of the match? Doesn't say. It's doing the press conference.
Yeah, it might not have been announced yet. Oh, well. I'm very disappointed.
We'll find out, and I'm sure we'll advise.
I'm so disappointed.
Collins at the double.
I'm very, very disappointed.
Usually announce it in the thing.
Well, hopefully...
Oh, I just read Harry Grant was the man, and I was like, no! But that was the entire sentence. Harry Grant was the man.
Harry Grant was the man. That was the sentence. Yep. Well, to be fair, he did. When Harry Grant came onto the field, it did noticeably go up a gear for Australia. That's a very fair statement. Whether or not he gets man of the match in its entirety, another question altogether. But he was very noticeably a difference maker in the game.
After we saw far too much of Cameron Munster's review.
Oh yeah, way too much. Way too much. Oh, that's why Nico came on, was it?
No, Nico came on well before that. Even though we thought he came on well before that.
Well, maybe, who knows? We thought he was on, but yeah.
No, it doesn't say. So we'll figure that out later. And we'll see if I was right or completely wrong. So anyway,
time will tell.
It's
All
been
right,
fun as usual.
This exact same game next weekend, but apparently it's an afternoon game, so that'll be interesting.
I'll message you.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yes, we knew this coming in. We knew this was going to be the final coming in. This result didn't matter in terms of what the final was going to be. Australia versus New Zealand, they both beat Samoa. It was always going to be the final. Hopefully New Zealand can put up a better effort, though, in the return match next weekend here on the Wasted World of Sports. And, as I said, what did I say? About 7 hours' time? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, in about 7.5 hours' time. Rugby World Cup final coming up. Wasted World of Sports. All Black Springboks. Go the All Blacks.
Go the Springboks.
Wasted World of Sports. Rugby World Cup final coming up. All right. Thank you so much for your company. Appreciate it. As always, we'll catch you next time. Until then, cheers. His ass is hanging out as he makes a break up field. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the Wasted World of Sports is.